Not giving you a head. They would say, Yeshalam, and 10 head, he doesn't use a head for the Shalomit. There's a lot of Nikuda. The Nikuda is that a lot of things could be borrowed. But one is on Pesach. I was different, the Yom was that has to be done. And this, so this, it should be done. And this is even both of the yeshivas had the Zach, and this is also the that's the bittul, as the bittul that everybody has to have, that he has to give over to deliver the Zach and forgive. I want to tell you something that when you go out to shlichus, most of the people probably here also know shlichus. I tell you a little thing. Maybe you could think about it. In Tafshin Tet Zayin, I think you're saying, I'm not going to which one. They were talking about shlichus. One of the things they ever said is, he was talking about the daf Zayin Do. So it has to be, you have to be here. And he said, I was the Zogan against Rashi. He said, what's that? Du darfst, wenn du bist dort, bediuk, wie du bist, wenn du bist dort. That's pretty ridiculous. Geh nicht weg. En van was geht weg? Want geht in Shlichus, was ich sehe, ach, mal in, that was the lesson. Also das Sein dort, ganz wie die Bibel, du bist dort. Du bist dort. There, when you feel that you have to know that everything is in a way. You know when I started talking about this? Just thinking about it, something personal, I'll say, okay. By our shlichus, we were the second kvutza of the shluchim Boch of Yungelait that the Rebbe sent to shlichus. Everybody knows Tov Shalom involved in the first group. We spoke about it, and they went after Shvat. A year later, the Rebbe spoke with Shvat. Not it. Second one, there was a big difference. They left a few weeks later. The Rabbi Ross was there that when there was the huge Shvat Tov Shalom in time, the Shabbos was the morning, and he said, "Zile bin geschickt for you, let me schick jetzt sicher." Die alle was will, so reinschreiben. Das sein nur mit Zen, was schicken. So when we send it out then, so I was one of them. That was chosen. By the way, that a few days before, tell you something you remember, a few days before, I was like in things sent in and out of the Rebbe, and the Mafteches of Tov Shalom Beis. I took care of it. Tov Shalom Beis. Because, I don't know, I can tell you what happened. When the Rebbe came back from there, if you're interested in hearing it, and I think it's not interesting for some people, not all the details. When the Rebbe came back from the oil, Zeis Chanukah, Tov Shalom Zayin, he called the Rav Chodakov after oil. Right. He said that he wants two things. He wants Mizolmachim Maftech Inyon of Ayin Beis. I'm not going back to Yutis Kislev when he started Ayin Beis for Lamed Zayin. That's the reason after that. But what I'm saying now wasn't until now. He called Rav Chodakov, they should call him, I think, Rav Yoel, Rav Mentlik, and in Zocher. I don't remember which one. I was asking, Yosef Shizeh Chodakov, then, as a reveal, I'm also Machem, Ein Beis, Maftech. Und er sagt, das, was ist da von mir, das ist Bekitzer, und nicht gehen Norden. Wir können das nutzen, das ist eine Verässer. And at the same time, that's what he meant, he also meant the Tzemach
Sefer Likutim.
should be hafuch. Mitos. So the first thing is that mentally, calls you Yoel. So Rabbi Yoel wanted to, he said, they put on it, to Sadeh. I've got to go to the Sadeh. He gives the silver, he gives over to one who's working on it. So he called it, he said, you have to decide that it's a kvutza, a pashtus, from the Kurva, that should work on the Oila Torah for Tzemach Tzedek, hafuch, hafi tshuva, tefillah, and all of that. And also, at Tzedek, there's a machan which is that you make the Bafech Yom. The Rebbe said, not just the word it says, you could use what I had, but that's not what I mean. That's what it means. There's something more. What happened was that I was in the Kotel. Not a year after the Kotel. So the Rebbe called me and said, I'm giving it to you. You take care of it. Get you go light, the Kotel, everybody should take it upon himself. So I said, well, there's a Shavina, nobody, another person, and make a say that to make iron base. Where's the safer iron base? So the Rebbe said, every gilo, every paper that comes out from the Tfus, even before they make tikudim, give to us. The Rebbe didn't think that they didn't say it. Afterwards he knew. Give to us that they start working immediately, not till after the safer themselves. Every gila, it's called the gila, the yellow paper, they should bring it over and they should start working on it immediately. So that's what we took it from them, and it up, and I think it was the dia that on the Mafteches is 2-3 in the light of the Kotel, and I'm one of them. I'm the statement of Mila to the city, the Masader, the Masader. So after that, we went. Rav Groner called me. He said, Rebbe said to him that every day that I go to the oil, I want to see how much they hit kadru. Not easy to say that. A moment for the zachos is how every day. Before I go to the oil, he has to see the cards. What's it? The other cards, but that work that's going on. How it's being. So okay. So the first time when he went, it was the beginning of Shvat. We had a compliment from the neighbors, we could say. You couldn't ask for anything better in your life. And there's nothing be better in life when you get such a thing. There's a lot of brachas. The point of the Maisa that now the Rebbe said every time. So we have the Kotel. It's working very much. But then after a few days after we saw the Rebbe starting to get to work, so Rosh Chodesh Shvat, the Rebbe told Groner, tell me, working on that before the Yechidus finishes today, I want to know the technut of the rest of the books. After tonight, after you finish, you come and tell me when will you finish the first segment, when will you finish the second. We're just only in the first segment. And then for the third segment, I want to know what to do with that. So we sat down. And I said, we'll take upon ourselves this, that, anyway. Anyway, we made a lashon. And we gave it to Rona. He told Rona that after the Yechidus. But he decided to give it in Rona. So he stopped the Yechidus. And he gave it to them again. So the First year, the Rebbe right away took it. He didn't say, "I'll see it later." He took it and he gave a very thing. He told the to tell me something. And what was Ashreichem, was a Losh Mamish, Brochis, Ashreichem, Bekan, Bebo, Brochot. So at that time, a few days later was Yud Shvat. And Yud Shvat Rebbe said, everybody who wants to go to Israel and Shlichus should put in their name. I didn't know what to do. I'm in the middle of something with the Rebbe. Or should put my name in. I said, put my name, it was never do. But then we'll say, because I don't think anything. I said, let's go. And the pilot, the vice, Yud Shvat, for bringing his smoke, he gave in, Yud Zayin Shvat, the Rebbe, Rav Hadakov, called, at the time, five people, and he called and said, Mazel Tov, and then you were chosen to go to you are the thing, and I was there. That's why I said, because the Rebbe was like getting the answers from me and getting back. I didn't think that I was going to say. They said the 230 names for five. And you need, they want to do it. They want to do it. That's why he did it in the. So what happened was, as soon as I left, the Rebbe told Chadukov, the Sifriyah for Rebbe is
Shalom Bell. Shabbat Levin.
Shalom Bell. Chadukov called and said, gebaut das, der was geführt hat, dem früher, ist geschickt geworden auf das zweite Schlichus. It's not going to that was the anyway, b'chol ofen, I forgot really what I started talking about this whole film about. And I know. So he was chosen, and we asked him when he'd be going. This was Wednesday. When are we going? Sunday. All of them were married. I'm supposed to get everything together, pop everything together. I won't go into all that. But he said Sunday. And some of us looked a bit. You bake everything, you won't break everything. It was not much like that. There's a bunch and then that we never told Groner, so we should put in a bottle of mashke to bring it in. He'll bring it down to the man, and he wants to give it out to the shluchim that are leaving. He wants to leave the shluchim that are leaving. So we get mashke, and they said, make a goyrel, which of the shluchim should take the mashke. It's like a problem there. Huh?
Which shluchim?
The shluchim that of the second group. Huh? You want to know who he was?
Kramer?
No, Kramer was not there.
Five shluchim?
Five shluchim, then it became six. The second, first one was 22. To Yerushalayim and Tzfas. But this was 6 for Tzfas only. So there was Medea, that's I want Medea. So when after the Fabregan, the Rebbe took the mashke, and then I went up to take it. And then the other shluchim were behind me. The Rebbe said, tell me who won the girl. Not yet. I don't know who was the one, who won it. So when I went in, I took it, and the guys had to go to the Rebbe, so I went like this. It says, geh nicht weg. Du darfst noch nehmen den Buckel. Du darfst noch nehmen the bottle. Because he knew, the Rebbe knew. So I'm telling you, the words geh nicht weg is always bobbling in my mind. And then I think that I was like to say, is this what the Rebbe means, what he said 10 years ago? I don't know. But what it is We learned that. Get it back. In other words, when a person goes on shlichus, the Rebbe could have said very easily, the young girl don't get it, do it. But the Bris was it was very stark. Get it back. You have to get back. זה אומר שגם בשליחוס, פה מדובר על שלוחים, מגיע להתאבק. You could see it in Parshas Mitzayim, I think, Tavshin Yud Zayin. Tavshin Yud Zayin, I think it's Mitzayim, about this here. As Shluchim gehen nicht weg. Wie sie sein dort. Punkt hier, wo sie es gewinnt dort, ist er jetzt dort. Aber das ist wie er es dort. You can see the sicher. Very interesting. So there's another thing that we have to realize, the Achrayas, that the Rebbe looks at Shluchim, was ein Beulen sein in die Sachen, was man darf tun, der Rebbe ist Beulen sei, der, was sie seinen not zu ihm. Und sie, they hear what he says, they know what he says, they know what he wants, and they should be doing. And now if he wants, the Shluchim also have to be exactly in that way. In that way, in the Yanazeh. So we have to feel, as I said before, the feel that has to be felt in Yanazeh. The Rebbe does it, as I said before, for all the Kabbalahs. They take Siyumim zum Tisha B'Av. Who was it? Psukim, Shvila Yeradim. These are things that have a omes ruchni malay, and we don't know exactly what it is. We never know. No, that's it. Never wants it. That means it's something big. Big. Therefore, the yachas has to be to the work that we are working. The yachas has to be in a way that this is serious. Here's Papa Rebbe, as what he says to make, what he says to do. It is felt that he needs something from it. He's Klal Yisrael. That is two people. He is Klal Yisrael. That's Klal Yisrael, and he needs these things. Given that has to be done, as I said before, with chayas, and also immediately. It's not just I'm going to say something about whatever something. I was in Shalom Morozov. You know Shalom Morozov? He was Mashgiach Yeshiva. You know? Okay. He sipped. When he was by Yechidus, he said that he can't be Mashgiach. I have to give the Bochum to this and that. I don't know if I do everything. So he asked the Rebbe Yechidus. How could you have me think that how could I do it in such a way that when ich cholish to by the alle gute Sachen. How could it be? So the Rebbe said, יש עצה. יש עצה. He said, speak to yourself, but call around. That the Bochum should hear. Zog sich Mosa, אבל גם, as the Bochum should hear. So they know that they have to, that this is the sign that has to be. But the Master, that's what I'm saying now. We're in it often. The Master say to himself, I mean, nobody's saying any mussar to anybody, anything. Somebody have to do better. You have to do something. But when you're making a masiba of the Chagav, I'm sure Morozov is a chesed shlesh. In kol hachesronot. Why I say the chesronot? You know, I say chesronot for one reason like that. Because every Fabring and Shabbos he was with his talis. You know, Meir Harlig. Meir Harlig couldn't take it. Why did this person remain with his talis on it? And also, there was to take off your talis. Didn't. I think he's right. I think the mayor is right. It makes you a pressure that this here turned out. You're happening. Although he was thinking, whatever it is. Huh? So that. But so why I was saying, you say, what height is that? Because I heard one Vitezkis when I was very young. I think probably 15, 16. I went into 770, and he was saying it was Erev 770, Erev Vitezkis. So Bravdor of Shmuel, Witten, when I saw Jacobson. Brengen, this Gislin. So a lot of Bochum, it wasn't official like from Louis Bochum, but it was children. The Bochum came to see. And they were talking, Bochum, Yeshivas, and Lenin, and all the Sachen. So Rabbi Jacobson said, the Rebbe is the more. Die was ein Maschpiel. Sie sind in der Eure. Sie sind der Ätzend, der Atzbus. Und die Maschpiel lachten. So, Rahman Sofem She'arav Morozov heard it. Heard what he said. So he walked over the table, he says, nicht richtig, not right. He says, the Rebbe, the more, the Mashpiyim, I know Cheshach. So that's not everybody. That's what he says. You see it? He said it like that. He was drunk then. Then he was, then at the shikha or something. I went there. So, I said before that we have to know that the Vakoshes, the Rebbe Montstark, and he said to the Befrat, as the Rebbe knows when the Rebbe Tafshin Yud, the Barur, the Rebbe knew what's happening. It's going to be. And nobody should get it, and you had to bring him out. The Rebbe saw the situation, the Rebbe knows the situation. So, there was border. It's true that he's he said, they can't shop in LA. The Rebbe knows that he has to bring Mashiach. The Rebbe knows it. That was his job. There's no suffix. It's what was it's Barur. That he knows and was said the ganze Zeit gewähnt reden, all the time he was all speaking also everything with the Mashiach Gamma. You know, sometimes this person says, well, we're going to beat that, we're going to reach that, we're not going to reach that, so and so. I once thought about something that it said in Moshe Rabbeinu. The English wrote Moshe Rabbeinu. Lech, Am Yisrael, Yazog, as Yech, we're taking out of Mitzrayim, all the things. And he said that Moshe Rabbeinu had this, you know, said, Rashi, the Eibishter was a came about this hard words. And he said, "Ein lo yevun ishmu." Eibishter comes to Moshe Rabbeinu after finally the Simon of Geula, and to the Eibishter, Zok Moshe Rabbeinu, "Ein lo yevinu ishmu." It's impossible to understand. How does it happen? So what was the Pshat? What's the Pshat? The Pshat is that the Moshe Rabbeinu, like he's saying, make it a little bit easier for them before, but there's such problems. Yes. After they have the Avonim, they have this, they're not able. They're not able to think about Geula when they are so betoch. The Yan shall dig the Golas in the Shvedekite. That's his Metzias. Now, that's what Abdali, the Yidden. So it doesn't go, it doesn't go immediately. It's there that if it's not, they're going out. They're so close for so many years with the Tzoros from Dortmund that we can't, you know, they can't, what do we say like this? They can't swallow it. can't swallow it that we're living within this is so many years and years and years and years of the Golus of Mitzrayim. You can't go to him and say, you're going out. How? Who's going to go? What's this? That's so like they make to be yeah. I'd say a lot of times, you know, it's that Moshe because it's like it's hard to tell them. That's why he said, "Lo yishmu." Like you don't go and tell them. Just make it harder for them. It'll be even harder for them that they can take them out. So if you look in the Sichos of whatever, more later years, many Sichos of Renges, the end of the Sichos, that he's sending to the people. Yeah? To what? We've done the Tokyo of Mamut Kel, Mamash, Miyad, Gate Arop, Beis Hamikdash, Shabbos. Und, Gate Arayim, in the Beis Hamikdash, in the thing, the Korban Talmud Shabbos. You know, what's that? That's less. That's less. The Moshe Rabbeinu said, these are people not from this year. Doesn't interest them. So many people that Yiddishkeit is there, and they'll say, what's that? The Moshe Rabbeinu, and it's the Korban, and it's the Gula, and it's the Beis Hamikdash, alle Sachen. It's. What I'm trying to say is that the Rebbe didn't do what Moshe Rabbeinu did. Moshe Rabbeinu said, I can't take that. It's too hard to tell them that you're leaving. So when they're all broken. They ask them, how do you know we're leaving? Look what's happening to us. But when the Eibusher tells the Rebbe, tell Am Yisrael that there's a Gevura now. You think the Rebbe doesn't hear from the Eibusher? You think that is Mashiach Kum? Never Zachem. The Rebbe doesn't say, Ulayu. I take them that the Beis Hamikdash is coming in the middle of Verbrengen. The Beis Hamikdash is coming. That say. He said many times, from the Verbrengen, come the rein dort. This is mamish melody. Not always we move deep into what the Rebbe said, even not so deep about that. That the Rebbe did not say Rebbe. And how many times did the Rebbe say, says ein der Schuder von Shem Fabar und von Yosson, und die bei David Amelach Benchen, he says, das kommt, das schön da. You learn the Chumash, you have to know that the Gula of this and that the Rebbe has, it's a different lach. That any tzoros that you have in those, I'm speaking about Yidden that don't even know what you're talking about, Mashiach. Mashiach has to come, and the ganze Ummah, the ganze nation is going over Shabbos afternoon. Chayla says, what are you telling me? I think you're crazy. But everyone knows that every Yid has Amunah Mashiach. That's the Rebbe. And he says, B'Fabrengen, all the people that are there. Because the Rebbe in his Dibur, in his Verbrengen, in his Nigunim, in all the things, the ganze Indian from Mashiach left the Gamri. Es left nicht mit den Zoras. Es left mit Higia Bangulascha. And this is very, very important that we all have to feel about. Because sometimes people also so many people that have problems and this and this didn't work, and having problems with this, I can't take it anymore, it's so hard. That's not allowed to be. It's not allowed to be. It's coming any second. You'll overgo it. You'll get there. You'll get to the right place. I know Shlumer from around the world are in bad. Certain things that didn't work out, that he wanted them to work out. And they had loses from it, and so on and so forth. But if we show that we are so strong in the Amunah, that every second we should come. Somebody had to be called with somebody. Who was only glad to visit? They said to me, why did they say, I said, Mashiach's coming down. Look at this situation. Huh? Look at, I'm sorry, you should have told me earlier. How could you tell us everything? The Mashiach's coming here. We should look at this. Look. How could the people really take it themselves when they see the situation and so many things? Things. Man, who says Mashiach is coming every day? Maybe there's something we have many prior things before. So I said to him, no. It's halacha. Where is halacha? Halacha is that if a person makes a shvur, you should know this, you don't know the shvur, yeah? That he will not drink yayin, v'yoyim, sheben ben Yoshiach yavo, he's not allowed to drink forever. Why? Because every day is halacha. Understand this? Halacha has a mamad. Halacha says this is a day that Mashiach could come. And then, if you drink it, as then you're over your Nazirus. It's very, I also tell a lot of people, why don't you look into that? What you say? And the Rambam Paskins, that every day Al-Pi Din has to be a Choshesh. Has to be Choshesh that Mashiach will come this day. So anything that you're going to make a neder, yeah, which is going to bring us that you're going to have a problem. Tell it, you have to bring it this. We have to live with the bring that every day it could be. And every day, makes the people with them. And now, Bemet, I'm talking about Eretz Yisrael now. Eretz Yisrael is in them Indians is a Seirus. Mashiach had to do something, has to come, Rebbe has to come, Mashiach has to come. The stars that we have. So it has to be seeing that then the mices, the tefillin, and this has to be canon. We want to prepare, we want to see him after all the things that we're going through. So, that is the matzah. The fact is that, העניין הזה, אז דיברתי את זה, הצעת עושה, המקים הזה, we'll finish with this, and it's העניין של, יעבדה, צח, das de Chayovim של הרבי, von der Rebbe, was machen die Melchome כמו שצריך, ומכאן sein mit solche sein. Ein paar Nacht, morgen in der Früh, sein, in das Galles, für Reben, Tekel, für Yad Mamesh, sein der Gule Shlema.
Québec.
Thank